Good for Smalls. Um,
I do
oh,
want to ask.
no, gotta go to the next slide. So I just wanted to. This is almost an open letter to Christian. If you're out there listening, if anyone sends this to you, right? Just keep in mind who has been supporting you. Jimmy's been giving Christian Smalls a platform to organize a union at Amazon since May of last year, 2020, not even last year. You know, so and I wanted to keep in mind the parallels that we're seeing here as well as here. So, to me, this is a big opportunity for Mr. Smalls, who they are already trying to push towards running for office. Why would you give up the one bit of power you've actually been able to actually grant against one of the biggest, like, capitalist empires that has ever fucking been here with Amazon, right? You want him to stop all that to go kiss babies, to try to, like, no, your job is to do the fucking legal part of it. Let him fight with the company to get what he wants, and what the workers want. But I just wanted to voice those parallels, and luckily, if Smalls doesn't want to become this person, right, who doesn't want to become what this person grew up to be, right, which hopefully, based off his statements against AOC, right, and how she wasn't there for this, I know, this is way back, like, around the same time he went on Jimmy, right, to say that he wants to thank AOC, that he received his statement to the people at our march on Jeff Bezos's rally. So at one point, their views aligned, right? At least here. I just hope he doesn't get pulled into that fold in any way. He's on
I
MSNBC with Robert Reich. He's on, I feel, that yes, those are all great places to get your message out, and you should go on them. Absolutely. But there's a big but here. You need to also continue to come down to these little networks and the indie places and actually actively communicate with us, whether that's in public, on camera, or in DMs, so that we actually know what's going on, what's actually being fought for, and how we can help actually do work.
I
So
I think Chris is a different beast than that. So I don't think he's necessarily in it for the clout, so to speak. I think he's really in it generally for, and I think especially since, if anything, I think if anything, he has a bone to pick, with Amazon, given how they treated him and how they've treated, probably his colleagues as well. So I think the difference is with Chris, like he actually lived the experience. People like AOC has had a very, not to say like, she didn't struggle, but she had more privilege and opportunity than probably Chris ever had. So I think given that, I think it makes all the difference in the world. And I think Chris, I'm sure, is well aware of, if anything, like he's in danger basically, because now like he has power, but the power is coming from the people versus the power that could be given to him, from the
absolutely.
establishment. So I think Chris is well aware of that. So I think he definitely needs to be kind of careful moving in these streets, basically.
Yeah.
But I don't think, and I'm very cynical, just basically in my views, but I'm going to be very positive here. I don't think Chris will take the bait, so to speak,
Yeah.
and as far as anything with the establishment will offer him or anything. I think given what he has said, I think just recently, again, regarding to AOC, just being like, you didn't do shit, like, I
Yeah.
think, like, I think he has a good head on his shoulders. So I think he's
Yep.
well aware of the
And
danger and,
and I know he's friends
the
with
hypocrisy that exists.
RBN and Jimmy and whatever. I can't wait to see you on those shows coming soon. Friends of Indie Left is always open to you, Mr. Smalls, as well as this show. We'd love to have you on to talk about what happens going forward. But, I just feel like communication is going to be key with the people who actually give a shit. So, just make sure you know who your allies are. That's all I'm saying.
Yep.
You know,
They're opening up an Amazon factory in Pekin, which is just south of where I live, and it hasn't opened. It's opening later on this year, and you better believe when they open up, one of the first people I'm going to be reaching out to is Mr. Smalls, because I'm
Yeah.
going to be trying to emulate what he did here, and I'll try to do my best there to do the same thing he just did.
So, you know, I think it's massively important, and it's one of the only ways we have right now of affecting change in any meaningful way. You know, so I massive respect to what Smalls had to go through and deal with, and still deals with. They tried to arrest him. They tried, you know, they've done everything in the book to try to shut these actions down because they're worried about it. And if they're worried about it, that's a good thing.